So welcome back to Who Is, and this is a series where I talk about my favourite designers and I kind of give you a brief overview on their career, what they do, and what I specifically like about the designer. So today we're talking about Martine Rose, so let's get straight into it. Now Martine Rose is a London-based menswear designer. She owns her own namesake brand, Martine Rose, and she also works as a menswear consultant for Balenciaga under Demna. Martine studied fashion design at Middlesex University and she graduated university in 2002. Now, she was a womenswear designer, but how she describes it is she was designing menswear. It was just women who happened to be wearing menswear. So when she graduated university, she decided that she would become a menswear designer. Now Martine Rose started her brand in 2007 and it kind of started out as a t-shirt brand, and she even held a collection in Soho that had about 10 different t-shirts. But she didn't have her first runway show and catwalk show until she caught the eye of Lulu Kennedy of Fashion East. So she's actually a graduate of Fashion East and she showed her first catwalk collection in her spring-summer 2011 collection. Now with Cray Green, and if you haven't watched that video, go check it out. Martine Rose, at the beginning of her career, she kind of saw a lot of criticism. A lot of people were saying, oh, Martine Rose is a hot mess, we don't like these clothes. And a big reason for this is Martine Rose, her clothes when she first started, she had a lot of patchwork and people just thought it was all over the place, having patches on all sorts of garments. Her silhouettes were very oversized, the trousers were baggy, the jackets were oversized, the hoodies were oversized. Now it's kind of mainstream and you see brands like Balenciaga, you see Demna, and everyone's always raving and ranting, oh, Demna is such a good designer, a bit more. But all of that kind of came from Martine Rose. Martine Rose was the person who I know started this oversized silhouette, and she was criticized for it. And now I think in the present day, everyone looks at Vetements and thinks Demna is this amazing designer. And I've even heard people say in recent Martine Rose collections that her collections look like Balenciaga collections, and it's like, nope, it's the other way around. Demna started Vetements in 2014? He started working at Balenciaga in 2015. Martine Rose started her brand in 2007. And she's been doing that oversized silhouette in the forefront since 2011. So who's copying who? And I think people think because she works with Balenciaga that that's kind of affecting her clothes, but no, that's what has been her aesthetic. The thing is, Martine Rose as the designer is always ahead of the curve. And it just so happens that now what she has been doing forever is now in the forefront, is now mainstream. And now people for some weird reason think she's copying the Balenciaga aesthetic, but she isn't, it's hers. So I just never want to hear those silly ass opinions talking about how Martine Rose copies Demna. It's the other way around. Martine Rose is the originator of that really, really oversized silhouette that Balenciaga now uses. Now moving on swiftly. But going back to what I was saying about Fashion East, so it's kind of like this whole thing, when you don't design how people know to design, when you're against the grain, same thing with Cray Green. People always criticize your clothes, but over time people started to get more used to it. They kind of saw where she was going with it, and then people started to like it. Now, if you want to know what Martine Rose's aesthetic is as a brand, as a designer, how I can describe it in 2 words is vintage elegance. Now, it kind of looks like rave culture clothes. So a lot of people are not from England, but in England, raves, like parties, clubs, the type of thing that people wear, type of things that people wear there, the vintage looking clothes, the bucket hats, the sportswear jackets, the loose fitting jeans, that is kind of the Martine Rose aesthetic. Obviously she adds a high-end touch to it. She uses better materials, and hers look a bit more streamlined. The shapes are a bit more purposeful. The shapes are really well cut, but for the most part it does look like rave culture. Like if you saw someone wearing Martine Rose, and this is a big criticism that she's under, people say that, well, it kind of just looks like vintage clothes. So instead of getting Martine Rose, you could get vintage clothes. But it's like, it's more, if you want high quality, high end, well constructed, well designed clothes that look like rave clothes, look like vintage clothes, then Martine Rose is the designer for you. Martine Rose has also recently had a collaboration with Nike. She had a silhouette for the Nike Air Monarchs, I think they're called. I don't really like them. The shape is a bit, I don't really like it, but the Air Monarchs are a popular shoe now, so I guess it makes sense. Another thing I really like about Martine Rose is her collections. They're always spectacles, like she's always showing in some weird places. Her last collection, I watched her SS19 collection a while ago, and it was literally in the streets of London. Like literally they just set up chairs on the road, like on a street, and then there were all these celebrities like sitting in the middle of the road, and then you see like residents looking at this fashion show out the window, like wondering what the hell's going on. I just like, it's really, really British. Like the brand is really British, and I like brands that are very true to where they're from. And I've never really understood all these brands that don't really have any sort of identity of where they're from. Like you can't say this designer's a New York designer, this designer's a French designer. I think British designers, for the most part, a lot of them, when you look at their clothes, you can be like, oh, this is a British designer, which I think is very refreshing. And I just feel like London fashion right now is very underrated. I can even talk about Kiko Kostadinov, who is like, to me, one of the best designers right now. But I don't know, maybe because he's from London, he's a London designer, all his good designs just get overlooked. But yeah, that was a brief background on Martine Rose. Now we're gonna look at a few of her collections and then we're gonna call it a day. I fully forgot Martine Rose has ongoing like collaboration she's had for a couple of times with Napapijri. And yeah, I really love that collection. It's really solid. I like the pieces. Slightly commercial, but at least the price point is lower than your standard Martine Rose. All right, so now we're gonna watch the her last collection, which is her SS19 collection. So let's get straight into it. Yeah, chairs everywhere, like I said. Literally on the street. It's crazy. People looking out the windows. Quite a couple of people. Did I just see Virgil Abloh? Yeah, I think I did. Not sure if you guys can notice, but on those trousers and the t-shirt, it actually has Martine Rose written in and around the t-shirt. But I'll put a picture up to like show you so you can see it better. These boxy loafers, I'm not too sure if I'm a fan of them or not, but yeah. If that's your cup of tea, then good luck to you. All right, so we've got the denim. Some denim with some squiggly lines across it. Give it that Martine touch. See what I mean about the rave culture? Like these clothes literally look like what people wear to raise a cheetah, harsh print. This looks like a sportswear kind of look. Summer, still a rave type, a summer rave outfit. These are, yeah, see this leather jacket is the type of thing people say she's copying Balenciaga, but no, she's been doing this forever. Trust me. Trust me. Oh, it's just like a puffer jacket. I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that. Why is that guy walking like that? What the hell? Guy walks like me. Has a weird ass walk. Yeah, all this stuff, it just looks like rave clothes. Like, that's the only way you can describe it. That looks like a a blazer, but it also has like a puffy material. That's sick. If I was rich, I would buy that, but I'm not rich, unfortunately. But if you guys want to donate, I'm taking all donations, mate. Donate to me living lavishly and buying Martine Rose. Quite stupid, but... Right, some more baggy trousers. Shorts, cheetah print. When I think of Martine Rose as well, designers that come to mind, or a designer that does come to mind, is Walter van Beirendonk of the Antwerp 6, because he makes very brash, outlandish collections, but obviously not in terms of rave culture, but it's kind of similar. At least it's the closest to Martine Rose that I can think of off the top of my head. And you've got another weird walker. Don't know why my guy's walking like that. Like, what is my man doing? Transparent trousers. Not too sure how I feel about that. Yo, that hoodie. See that hoodie there with the blue sleeves? Yo, I want that hoodie so bad. That's like a grail. Like, if anyone knows where I can get that hoodie, like, hit me up. Obviously, this is the SS19 collection, so it ain't dropped yet, but obviously, man's trying to get some pre-orders in. Yeah, it is Vasilava, I'm not bugging. Just saw him again. Yeah, just more rave clothes. Just more rave stuff. What does that say on that jump? Speed. Don't know why I'm acting like I haven't seen this collection before. I have, but obviously I'm seeing new stuff now because I've only looked at this collection once. So a lot of patchwork, a lot of mismatch. Some more trousers with the squiggly lines. You got the short shorts. These people literally looking out their window. These guys must be like, what is going on here, mate? But I love it though. It's so British. Such a British thing to do. Just set up seats in the middle of the road and just have your fashion show there, man. That's sick. If I was around there, you could be be sure I'll be there taking all sorts of pictures, vlogging, doing all sorts of stuff. And it's not like those fashion shows that like you have to get into. Like, you could just be standing at a distance and you'll get everything. You know, very accessible fashion show. Anyway, back to the looks. Let's see what she's got on. Standard trousers, nothing really special about that look. The next look though looks quite interesting. This black guy behind her, what's he wearing? So he's got some denims, clearly a lot of patchwork on that. Different fabrics sewn into the denim. See, Martine Rose is like a love-hate relationship, but it's the rave culture and all that stuff, and obviously she's a really good designer. She started this whole oversized thing. This modern oversized look that everyone has copied now, and everyone now thinks she's the one copying others, but a lot of Martine Rose I wouldn't wear though. It's too much for me, man. I'm minimalist. I don't really dress like that. But there's a couple of pieces here and there where I'm just like, yeah. But anyway, man, you guys get the picture. So I'll just stop this here. Like, don't want to make this video too long. If you want to watch the rest of the show, I'll leave a link in the description below. But yeah, man, that's Martine Rose in a nutshell. I just needed to go through one of her shows so I could kind of give some visual, you know, give a visual on what I was actually saying in terms of the rave culture and stuff like that. But yeah, what do you guys think about Martine Rose? Leave that in the comments down below. And stay tuned for more content from me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on post notifications, because even if you're subscribed, you're not gonna see my videos unless you have the notifications on, to turn those on. Like this video if you liked it, and I'm out.